was so excited when she was ready to take their relationship to the next level and move in together into his place. Here's the good news. Bad news is she's like, you know what? I know I'm moving in with you, but I don't think I'm going to help you out with the rent. Nah, I'm not going to really help you with the mortgage on that. And she's wondering if she's being the a-hole on this, right? So I read this off of Reddit last night. So to provide some context, she's 29 and her boyfriend is 33 years old. Okay. They've been dating for 3 years, and he's been living at his place, and he's still making mortgage payments, and he has been doing that now for 7 years. Well, they both decided as a couple that the next step in their relationship would be to move in together, and they both agreed that that's exactly what they wanted, except she had one problem with the idea, and this is her quote. And tell me if you think this is crazy. I'm refusing to pay any money that would go directly towards his mortgage. I don't have any stake in his house. Why would I contribute to his mortgage payments? She says, I'm okay helping with utilities and groceries and household items, but paying his mortgage is a hard no for me.
Okay.
What's
the difference?
Cassie went in on this.
What's the difference if you rented an apartment or rented a condo or rented a house?
Right.
Like, you have no stake in that either. So technically, yeah, he's your boyfriend, but he can also be considered like a landlord. Like, you pay rent.
Baby girl, it's called a landlord.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's how the world works.
She says the mortgage, hard no. Then she explains her side of the argument, which is that if they were to break up, she would get nothing from all of the payments that she made and would have no equity or share of the home that she had been paying for.
That's how rent works.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's what most people were saying, but because the dynamic, I think, is a relationship and not a professional one, like I'm renting from you and this is a contracted deal, she, in her mind, had it that the rules were different.
But I feel like the rules are different. Wouldn't you want your significant other, like the person that you love, wouldn't you rather pay them than pay some random renter or company so they could put that equity into their home to potentially build a future?
Not if you're selfish.
Right.
You're going to be just like this.
There's a clause in the contract that says, I'm selfish.
Yep.
So you're gonna need to sign that. Okay.
You don't get to take advantage of someone just because you're dating them.
Yeah,
that's not how that works.
That's totally what it is.
His argument is that I would essentially be living with him for free, and it would cause an uneven dynamic in our payment towards shared living expenses. He also argued that his mortgage is pretty much exactly what I was paying in rent. So by cutting that in half, I'm saving a lot of money on living costs compared to living on my own.
He shouldn't even have to have an argument.
No, not at all. And I mean, if she's adamant about this and however she's concocted this in her head, then she needs to pay for everything else.
Okay, so her suggestion for a compromise was a contract that stated in the event of a breakup, he would pay back all of the money she had paid toward his mortgage. Something that he's like, absolutely not.
You
No
still
chance.
live there all that time. What are you talking about?
Cassie is looking at the camera like, what is happening right now?
So when I bought my house, it's in my name and I put the down payment down, and my then boyfriend, who became fiance husband, was paying half of the mortgage. And our understanding, because we had been together for like 10 years at this point, was that if I sold the house, I would recoup my down payment and then we would split the profits after that because he invested into it. 10 years of being together, and that's like going into it. I didn't buy the house and he isn't demanding that I give him half of the equity in the house when we've been dating for a couple of years. Honestly, like at this point, he should cut and run.
She explains
I
that
agree.
the lease for the apartment she is currently renting is going to be over soon, and she needs to make a decision on where to go. She says, it doesn't help that my landlord is going to be increasing my rent. She wrote, and similar apartments in our area are going for even more than I'm currently paying. So even if she does pay the mortgage on dude's home, it's going to be less than what she's paying in rent.
I don't call women crazy lightly because it's such a stigma, but this chick is bananas.
I was like really pissed reading this. I'm like, the mentality here of like, nah, it's just your mortgage. I shouldn't have to contribute.
I'm trying to find a way to play defense attorney, but I don't want to defend this.
She's saying she want to find a way to live without having to pay rent, as if all of us don't want the same exact thing.
Right?
Like, so do we.
If I'm a defense attorney in this case, I am retiring and trying to figure out something else to do because I am not taking this case.
Either way, this man should not let her move in at all.
No.
Leave this relationship.
Run as fast as you can.
The Bert Show.
So, first, thanks for watching. Second, you like what you just watched? That just scratches the surface. Get The Bert Show on any podcast platform. We're so good.